Hello again. I'll be discussing multi-area OSPF. As you can see, I already prepared three um, area on a simple topology. So area 21, area 0, you already know about the backbone area, area 51. And in area 21, we have a router here connected to a single computer. Well, you can add more routers if you want to later on to extend. You can even place or create some loopbacks for you to check even further how updates is going to be propagated to the rest of the network. You can do that later. And the same is true with the other area 51. And we have here the ASBR. So let me uh, remind you again that ASBR is Autonomous System Boundary Router. So it is supposed to be the router connecting outside. If you want to put an ISP here, connect it to the ISP, connect it to any other external entities, then you can do it here. We also have ABRs. Let's call this ABR1, and then this one will be ABR2. So area border routers there. Now, how do we start? There are ways on how you should start, or you may start. It's up to you. It's your preference later on. If of course we'll be talking about the actual application, since those are different area and it's a very big network, we focus on each area. Okay, but since this is just a simple packet tracer, let's just assume to configure the interfaces first, assuming that area 51 will be doing its job, configuring all the interfaces, IP addresses, etc. The same is true with area 21 and the backbone. So maybe let's start here. Okay, there. So the IP address is already um, anything you can think about, any IP address in the range except for the subnet or the gateway. So I'll be using 172.16.2.2, and then 255.255.255.0, and then the gateway is 172.16.2.1. There you go. Okay, and then of course after configuring that, I'll be configuring the gateway. So enable configuration. So I'll not be um, I'll not be changing the name host names. I'll not be replacing the banner first. The different security measures. You can do it later, but of course, in reality, you need to be aware on those necessities. Okay, so interface G000, then IP add is 172.16.2.1.255.255.255.0, then no shut. Then let's go to the serial interface. So interface S010. IP add is 172.16.1.2. So I already placed there the IP address to be used. So that two, and well, you can use any other IP address from the range. Of course, you know that. Um, that one, that two, and then 255.255.255.0. If you decide on changing the subnet mask later on to /30, then you can do so. Okay, so there, that two, and then since we're done, then you just turn up the interface, and let's move to the other router. Okay, now in here you are just supposed to configure uh, the interface first. I'll not be giving the OSPF configuration. Let's do it later. Enable configure terminal interface as 010. Then IP add is 172.16. 1.1, then 255.255.255.0. No shut. There you go. So assuming that area 51 already did the configuration of the interfaces, then let's do area 21. So the same process, 192.168.2.0, and then, oh, sorry, that 2.2, then 255.255.0, then 192.168.2.1 for the gateway. Okay. Then let's go to the router, then enable configure terminal, then interface S011 IP. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be G00, but since you're already here, let's just change the IP add is 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0. No shot. So interface G000 for the gateway. IP add is 192.168.2.1. Okay, 255.255.255.0. No shot. Okay, so we're done with that router. Then let's go here. There you go. Enable configure terminal interface S010 11. Yes. IP add is 192.168.1. 2. There you go. 255.255.255.0, and then no shut. So I'll not be, even if you can see the clock symbol here, I'm not changing the clock rate anymore. It's by default. I'm using the default clock rate, but again, reality, you should be doing your own configuration later on. And you all know that the the DCE part should be the one to be configured with the clock rate. Okay. Okay, and then we're done here. Let's go. Let's move to area 0. So interface S010. IP add is 19. Add is 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.252. Then no shot. Okay, let's go to ASBR router. Enable. Oh, sorry. Six. Enable configure configure terminal interface S010. Then IP IP add is 10.1.1.0 255.255.255.252. No shut. Oh, sorry. There's too much 255. Okay, let me remove there. Let me just do it again. IP add is 10.1.1.0 dot 2 255.255.255.252. So there. Am I using the 1.0 a while ago? Sorry for that. Okay. And then interface S011 IP add is 10.2.2.1 255.255.255.252. Okay, no shut. So we're done with that router, and then interface S011 IP add is 10.2.2.2 255.255.255.252. No shut. You can already ping 10.2.2.1, just to make sure uh, you are connected. Being, let me see. Okay, 0.1.1, 10.2.2.1. Okay, let me just. Oh no, I already check. Check. Successful. So there's something wrong here. Okay, first ping is always as packet drop or ping. Let's check it later. So this one going there, this one going there, and this one going there. Okay, there's something wrong with this. Let me check the interface of this. Show run the G000. G000 is 2.1. 192.168.2.1. How about this? 2.2.68. There. 168.2.2. So it should be successful. Okay. One more. There you go. So at least we're already sure that the entire network interfaces is already configured. So next thing we need to do is to implement OSPF. Okay, let's start with the ASBR. Okay. So in here, let's just configure OSPF. So router OSPF 1, let's just use 1. And then network 10.1.1.0. 0.0, the wildcard mask is 0.0.3, then area 0. Okay, remember we'll be using area 0 in the backbone. Okay, and then the other side, the other connected network, then 10.2.2.0, 0.0.0.3 area 0. Okay, and we're done. Now, configuring the ABR will be the place where we will be implementing multi-area. But before we do that, I think we should configure this first. The area 21 router. So router OSPF 1, let's just use 1. Then network 192.168.2.0. Okay, 0.0.0.255 area 21. Okay, network 192.168.1.0.0.0.255 area 21. Well, as you can see, I'm using a contiguous network for these two router. It's advisable to do that for the summarization issues. It's easier to propagate updates if the topology or the router can summarize all the networks in the routing table. So sometimes it's wiser to use contiguous IP addressing for you to be able to avail that kind of feature. Okay. So now let's move to area 51. Then let's configure the connected network. So network 172.16.2.0, 0.0.0.255, area 51. Then network 172.16.1.0, 0.0.0.255, area 51. Okay. So we're done with the configuration of the routers here. Now all we need to do is to configure the ABR, the boundary router. So watch carefully how it will be implemented. It's really very simple. Um, all you need to do is to add the networks, but of course, being mindful of the area where it belongs. So network, for example, 10 that the connected network 10.1.1.0 0 dot 0 dot sorry 1.1.0 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 3, then area, this is area 0. But on the other network, you just need to specify a different area. In this case, network 192.168.1.0 0.0.0.255 area 21. This is area 21 now because um, take note that okay, there you go. So upon configuring the border router with two networks, wherein the first one is from the backbone network, area 0, and then the other one is from the area 21, from area 10, a network from area 21. So we can see the update or the OSPF update about adjacency now that it is done from loading to full. We'll see the routing table later. Okay. Now let's do the same here. Okay. So enable configure terminal interface S010, and then oh sorry, what am I doing? So router OSPF 1, and then adjacent networks. So first from the backbone network. So network 10.2.2.0, 0.0.0.3, then to there area 0. Then network 172.16.1.0 0.0.0.255 from by the way, you can use zero for the neighbor adjacency instead of computing the exact wildcard. Okay, you can also do that in OSPF. So 0.0.0.255 area 51. There you go. So it will soon update the adjacency table there. Now, if we are going to check now the network, it can already ping the. Oh, let's wait for this network to converge. There, maybe it can already ping. One more. There, so it can already successfully ping one side to another side. Now, it means that we're already done configuring OSPF with multiple area. Now, for you to see the router route, do show IP route. There you go. So you can see here from this router that OSPF is implemented and discovered 10.2.0 network via OSPF. Okay. This router discovered 10.2.2.0 network via, of course, the interface here, and then uh, OSPF routing protocol. Now, there is an IA here, or the inter-area discovery, wherein this router discovered 172.16.0, which is in this area via 10.1.1.0 uh, or 1.2. The interface here updates coming from this router. That means this router was able to propagate the updates from other areas. So there you go. The discovery of inter-area. There are two inter-area um, networks that was discovered after implementing or after propagating the different updates via the usual um, OSPF routes. So there you go. That's how you configure inter-area OSPF. If you have questions, also feel free to pose and ask me. I try my best to answer them. Okay. Thank you very much.